for now, I'll try just focus on DevOps mistakes. It's not actually mistakes. It's actually about it's actually about missing some component. It's not about knowledge. It's all about barriers, maybe time limitation, etc., etc. But before, who of yours work as product team? I mean, who works with the products? Okay, who are working as consultation and outsource? Okay, who other people's developers? Okay, I'll be careful. Okay. Okay, yeah, so before we will start, my name is Vitali Skuratovich. I've been working for Coherent Solution as a DevOps engineer. In the real world, my role is much bigger, but it's okay to be DevOps engineer here. I don't like high titles. So let's go. Actually, the idea of this meetup was born a couple of months ago when we tried to hire some colleagues, not colleagues, hire some specialists, DevOps specialists for one of our clients. And one part of requirements were to know observability, what observability actually is and how to work with this. But the main issue when we started asking even about monitoring, everything started with performance metric. Everyone starts well with classic metrics for every services. But when we start to talking about observability, it was collapse. Someone remember something about Core Web Vitals, maybe some people remember about security issues, but in general, they missed a lot of part of observability, and the most important for us is business metrics or enterprise metrics, because we as consulting company usually care about the client money. Everyone's care about money, as we saw on previous presentation, and a lot of people just skip business metrics or another metrics like I don't know, user experience, like even like premium feature. They forgot to monitor even premium feature of their application, and sometimes they lose a lot of money after this. And this is why today we try to just discuss performance metric problem. Then I'll present to you very short part of our site observability framework that we created maybe a year ago, maybe half year ago, I don't remember, for our DevOps. It's like scope of guidance, how to help business and how to help product to keep their data in well stance and how to monitor all aspects of their products. And one of the part I'll show how to modern AI tools help you manage your tons of metrics when you have it, with Cloud Code. Okay, and at the end, small plan how to implement it. Okay, everything about performance problem when we faced a lot with clients or companies who just measure their performance metric, but forgotten about some additional metrics. Of course, you would say that there is a cool monitoring tools that could help you to monitor, but it should be good configured as just to save money from Datadog. But even you need to add a lot of logic inside. So the main problems, not main, but a couple of common issues. Of course, it's abstraction. It's couple of real, couple of not. But the main idea is that infrastructure health doesn't equal business success, because beside green dashboard, we can lost a lot of logic, like business logic, like third-party application monitoring, and what else? Or, for example, good example with mobile user access to some premium feature. We know that mobile devices, it's quite hell, because you need to care about versioning, about updates. And if we miss something or didn't test something, we always have a issue with this. And okay, we know our problem, we know our issue, and at one moment we just would like to start with enabling observability. How it looks like, and so this is actually again a short presentation of our framework. We have divided all data or all entities in a couple of pillars that we would like to monitor for each client, for each service. We start, of course, with business logic. With even if we have business transactions, it's more important for us, because this is our revenue. If something worked with the payments, we failed. We lost a lot of money during hours. Of course, everything with user experience quality. This is only for web application. Again, who use web application, stores, e-commerce application, or maybe insurance data which processing to the site. This is a couple of features that we need to monitor. Again, the third one is data. Data is everything, and we need to care about data as much as possible. And as I mentioned previously, it's third-party dependencies. In real world, we are using a lot of those stuff, like CDNs, maybe services, email services, authentication, etc. And this is ideally should be in monitored way. So, and the last one, it's of course security. Oh, I'm too fast. Okay, and of course it's security. Security, it's everything now, and but here is not about, it's not about SSL or something like this, or user data protection. It's about everything, like failed authentication, data access, something when users are not able to connect somewhere or are not able to authenticate by some reason. This is everything should be monitored. And business logic validation, if it exists. There is a lot of examples, like in insurance or estate, when you have huge business workflow with approving or maybe waiting statuses or waiting payments. This also should be monitored. You would say that developers should care about it on development stage, and QA should test it. But maybe after 70 years in consulting company, I'm still didn't see any success project where from development stage to the production, and after post-production stage we had fully, completely ideal pipeline. Every time something happens. So again, and this is like this is not full because actual our framework is much huge with the most details. For example, for a core web vitals, we calculated a lot of things and created health portal's health status when our system calculates system health based on main metrics and show success of your application. And this is not ideal, but for example, for e-commerce system, complete observability could look like we still have performance issue, the most important performance metrics, business metrics, user experience, dependency, data, security. It's not. We don't need, for example, we have no business. No, we have business logic, but it's not important for us. But we can mix it. We can mix it and use according to. So we can use just appropriate things. Depends on our application. So everything looks good on the paper, and this is for ideal world. But again, when we start thinking about implementation, this we usually faced with a lot of barriers with this, like with some easiest, not like easiest. We don't have a time. It's out of our scope. If we look at the SDLC model, monitoring is always at the end. We start development, we implementing something, and then we try to put our monitoring on the existing system, and we have just like performance metric, couple log analysis in Datadog, and nothing more. But and it actually don't show us nothing. Not nothing. Something show, but in general, it's useless information. There are a lot of conservative companies that just don't want to do it. Everything is work, everything is stable. We don't need it. This is the most difficult one when you need to show importance of this. But sometimes you just can skip it because it's. And the last one, not the last one, but a lot of teams sometimes just don't know what to monitor. This is most familiar for distributed team in a huge company. For example, I've been working for one of them for maybe 1 year, where a company has own development team and 4 contractors, and they've been doing huge product with different services. And at the end, when they came to us and asked, we need to look at this, audit, monitor. When we started audit, we even don't find a couple of teams. I mean, we really didn't find documentation or people who worked for some features just to improve them. So this is the main barriers with which DevOps or maybe teams can face. But why DevOps is here? Because we're a high-paid specialist, and everyone wants to utilize us as much as possible. I don't know if it's a joke, but in real world, but no, a joke. We are as specialists who care about best practices, who can ideally collaborate between each team, not only all our communication between operational and developers. We can work with another teams and drive this. We can initiate it. We can initiate it, start it, work with it, and show importance of all those things. Okay, barriers have been broken. We're ready to implement something. How to do it? From what to start? As I always say, you need to start with the small thing and with more important things. If you have services which impact you more than others, you need to start with this. You need to define service. You need focus on revenue generation. I mean, you need to focus with what company revenue part it's connected. And also we can select a couple of services around these services and start doing our implementation. Based it on those pillars, we just select something. The easiest one is expand your health check, minimal health check of your application, and add to basic health check couple of business health check and couple of metrics, business metrics or any other things to your health check to start monitoring it. Because again, it's I will mention about it later, but here this is a bit difficult step because you need to collaborate with developers to start doing, because it's actually development work, but you can help developers do it. I'll show you. It's part of platform engineering. I'll mention about it later. So, of course, now you can use any AI tools for accelerating. I'm not talking about AI assistants like ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot. I'm speaking about agents or CLI tools like Cloud Code, where we can control our input, our output, and decrease quantity of hallucination. So something like this. And the key here is you don't need perfect monitoring. Also, you need better signal during the incident. You don't need monitor everything. You need to receive sharp notification from your service and right notification. So how it could looks like. Classic. This health check exists in 90% of services application. The main idea is that you can expand this. As I said previously, you can add business logic. You can add here critical service, and you can measure it and monitor it. And if we look at the whole of example, what to measure? Again, get back to the, for example, for e-commerce system. A bit less, but here just important things, like we still have our performance, but also we have our third dependency, which we are checking data, like caching, rules validation, inventory synchronization, and also we work with transaction metrics. If we have, it's about e-commerce application. So something like this. It's not like guidance, it's like recommendation. You can play with it, read a lot of information. Actually, what to select how to select what to measure. Again, this is again communication and collaboration process. You can work with your business analytics or directly with the business. It depends on the team or where you are working, and but you can identify all of this and show importance of monitoring this. How to show importance of monitoring this. The best scenario is to show how much money will you save with this. Okay, prepared, but every time there is a lot of but. As much metrics you do, as much data you need to monitor, and it's too hard to combine it somewhere. Of course, you can select any modern monitoring tools, which can help you, from the cheapest one like Sentry to the expensive one. But for small team, it's a real project, or a real problem, and sometimes we need to help with strict budget. Here is again, now it's much easier because we can use AI tools. And now I'll show you a small demo. For example, we have e-commerce application, small e-commerce application. It's not real, it's mockup. It's just mockup. And we have created, I have created sidecar container. It's everything hosted in Kubernetes. I have created sidecar containers with Cloud Code API. These sidecar containers analyze all our data in real time, do some resources, and do some calculation. In Cloud Code, there is cool feature like you're able to use LLM-MD instructions. This is instructions for agent how to do some things, and I would show, but it's huge file. It needs to be described. It needs to be discover everything, and we spent a lot of time. But the main idea is that you're able to move all our custom logic. I mean, analysis of all your custom logic in those config file, and with this data after analysis, you can push it to any place that you need. Why this one? Why Graph Prometheus and Grafana after Cloud Code? It's again the problem of usage. If we start pushing everything directly to the monitoring system, it will be huge cost impact. It will be significant increasing, of course, of your monitoring system, because as much traffic we generate from our metrics, then it became expensive and expensive. And here you need to keep balance. Like a lot of companies just using, like we have universal Prometheus and Grafana for everything. It's almost free. Depends on where you store your data, because you can store, I don't know, any expensive storages. So you need to somehow control the streams of your data, and just separate important data in important things, less important data that we don't need to monitor. We are moving to another direction, and just focus on what we need. And again, this is very expensive things when you're working with small amount with small amount of data. The tokens that Cloud Code uses can be not enough for production application, or you need to get more tokens. Okay, what we have? No, it's working. Okay, maybe it's sleeping. So we have actually created that dashboard where displayed all needed data, like URL business core, payment gateway, search health, just for, and how our analysis works. It works. Couple of metrics, but anyway, let's push some. Let's imagine that we have degradation of, where is my mouse? Okay, let's imagine we have an issue with wait, I'll show this one. Okay, everything looks like working, and now okay, I pushed some. Okay, now we see that something wrong with our service, and in this, according to our rules, we start in receiving good notification. It shows us where alert was generated, what was triggered, and how it cost for us. And this is a response from Claude. It responds from code, but it was processed through our logic and show us. With this information, you're able to do everything. Push it to the teams, push it to any systems that you use for alerting or incident management, like PagerDuty, or something like this. So Prometheus and Grafana still works. We still seeing it in our Grafana. Sometimes it's, I don't know if it's relevant for you, for someone of you, but some of business managers like see dashboards with this data, like is everything okay? So we can push more to this. This is payment. Oh, get back. Now I'll disable my crawler. Oh, yeah, we see 2 errors. I have disabled search indexers, and we have something wrong. We have service degradation, and I received another information, and it worked well, more smarter, and I can modify and use as I want. So now this is red dashboard. And now we need to, it's time to panic. Okay. If someone interested in how it works more deeply, maybe Eugen will share my contacts, or it exists in invitation, right? Okay, you can connect with me directly. We can speak about it more. Because for this time limitation, it's a lot to show technical side. Maybe it's this is a good theme for another meetup with good and deep technical overview of these kind of solutions. Yeah, another couple of issues when you implement it, when you start implement it, it's, again, as I said, data volume explosion. As much we monitor, as much we spend for processing data. Here you need to be accurate, do sampling, use only right metrics, and work with data, with metric retention. We don't need to, for example, something not important thing, we don't need to keep 1 year. Just keep it maybe a week, it will be enough. And again, another one is alerting. As much metrics and threshold we set up in our system, as much alert we are receiving in the production. And here, the main advice is like, we need to group our alerting and somehow prioritize, not prioritize, indicate needed alerts. If it payment, it always should be higher than others. And team resistance. This is again about developers. But it's possible. For us as developers, as I said, there is another practice now very popular. It's platform engineering. This is no new mindset. Not new, but it's now it's growing a lot when developers is not, or DevOps is not only in Terraform and Kubernetes, also with helping of AI tools, new AI tools, we able to provide good tooling for developers to make their work easier. It's additional part. So to wrap up everything, I'm almost finished, don't worry. So this is a couple of things, as I said previously. Select things with high impact to start work with it. Do foundational layer. This is mostly just select with which tools will you be working. And don't stop on this before you before you move forward. Think about expansion strategy before, because it's very important how you will be scaling your monitoring. You need to keep it in mind. You need to somehow predict future's issue. Actually, that's it. That's it, because in general, this term is complicated. Now, a lot of company, we have interest in a lot of country to do this thing, because money is important now. So, and this is my voice at the end.
That's it. Okay, thank you. Questions? Okay. You might throw this. To the... Oh, I am. No. Oh.
I'm sorry, Wargaming. Okay. Maybe I will pay.
Yeah, thank you so much for presentation. It was very interesting, a lot of useful things. But my simple question, what is the main reason to use Cloudy in this stack? For first look, for my look, it look like just simple alert from Alert Manager, or it can predict something, or it can suggest.
Predict. Yeah. I'll show you simple example how to initiate analysis of any issue. You can build any logic with your data, because metrics, for setuping metrics, you are responsible. And if we have, I had an idea at something like, no, there is a couple of things in those notifications. There is advices what to do. Like, look at this server, look, no, I commented.
Sorry for
Sorry, I
interruption.
commented.
It's generated or it's like described in alert manager?
It's partially generated, but it expanded with Cloud Code. The main idea, so we don't need to, for us, yeah, it's now, it's main concern for everything now, for what we need to use AI tools like this. We want to automate something, and what do we want? It's control this and receive relevant information. This is just for them, but again, we all know how to manipulate with data, how to manipulate. For example, if we have, I don't know, some formulas with, okay, I'll maybe give you another example. We do the same thing for Terraform validation. In our, for one of the client, we use the same, and how it looks like. Young developer or young developer, because we share it across, we share this accelerator across developers team to make their life easy, because sometimes they need to deploy new environment with easily. We give them just to save time. And for example, if developers created or done something wrong, this container, it's like, I said, it's like container, just fix everything and making pull request with corrected version. And you can look, of course, you can check it. Yeah, just another thing. It's like example how you can operate with it, and then only your fantasy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.